This is a WKYT podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of Conversations with Victor and Andrea.
Yes, we have another theme. So we did a Christmas movie theme one week, and it was fun. Kristen Kennedy did not like it.
Oh, no. Why not?
I don't know. She was just like, you all talked about movies too much. I was like, that's the whole point. But that's okay. Kristen's one of our most loyal listeners, and I appreciate constructive criticism. And I think it's because Jim was on that week, and she's like,
Jim.
I just
She
want to
gets
hear
enough.
more about Jim because he's such a goofball, you know, and he's so
she's
funny.
Just tired of Jim.
It could be that too. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I listened.
Well, Kristen, you can just turn it off now.
Absorbed it. Kristen, this might not be your week.
No, I'm
but
kidding.
It is interesting. I love this one.
What's going to be interesting, she's going to hear Noah's opinions on
Noah,
movies.
2 weeks in a row.
Yes. So for those of you who listened last week, also I guess my question is why you would just start now. Start at the beginning. Anyway, Noah, who was with us last week, is, I didn't realize this, but just kind of an expert on highbrow movies.
Movie buff, for sure. Yeah.
I think I've got the lowbrow movies covered.
And I have nothing. I have the completely unbiased. I'm like, you know, when you vote, when you bet on a horse based on the colors or the name, that's me with the Oscar predictions because I haven't seen any of them.
You're voting with your dollars.
I guess that's true. Just not.
It doesn't stick.
No.
Okay. Bad analogy. Anyway, Noah has joined us this week for an Oscar preview podcast where we are just talking about the different movies that are coming out. He kind of informs us on a lot of them, the plots, because we didn't even do that much basic research. As far
You printed out some papers.
I did. Well, you know what? What did you do?
Nothing.
There you go. You came in on your day off. That's what you did.
That is true. Yes, that's very true. I'm here on a weekend.
So this will, kind of give you a chance to listen to this, and then when you watch the Oscars, if you do, although I think viewership's been going down. Anyway, then you'll have some skin in the game. You'll have your favorites picked, and you may know who you're rooting for and who you're not rooting for.
And we'll see if Noah got them right.
We'll let him know if he didn't. We'll all make fun of him. So here we are, the first Conversations Oscar preview. Woohoo! We're gonna start trying to do some of these, for bigger events. And we have Noah sticking around with us. If you listened last week, he and Kelsey made an appearance.
Quite the impression.
Kelsey, I think, is playing Candy Crush or something on her phone, just watching. And Noah is going to help us since he has seen way more of these than most of than either myself or Andrea.
I have seen zero.
There you go. I've only seen.
I love Oscar movies. I'm such a sucker for
I've
Oscar
just
bait.
been so behind. A lot of these I really want to see, and I will. But
Yeah,
I was supposed to be uninformed for this podcast.
You weren't.
I'm completely unbiased.
I did not ask you to be uninformed. You just already were.
Right.
That just happened to be.
It just happened.
Well, yes.
It wasn't planned that way. And since I only watch professional wrestling and superhero movies now, I also have not seen a bunch of these.
Wow.
How
You're
did
so
I become
cultured.
the expert on this? It's like, and I've only seen maybe like 2/3.
You
of
go
them.
to the movies a lot, though.
I do the movies a lot because my schedule, since I work overnight, I have no friends that like can go do
Right.
stuff
You got an
like during
afternoon
the
off
day.
to do, yeah.
So I go to the movies just like after work or right before I go to bed because it's at 2 p.m. plus it's cheaper.
I did that
and
a
you
lot.
do the Movie Pass thing?
I canceled it. Movie Pass was great until it decided
started
to suck.
going down, yeah. I did that whenever I worked the morning shift also. Yeah, I'd go to a lot of movies by myself.
I've never done it, but I really want to.
I think I love going to movies by
love-
myself.
yeah.
It's really therapeutic, honestly.
Yeah, you don't have
Because
to
if
worry
I
about
watch a
somebody
movie
else.
at home, I get way too distracted.
Yeah.
You know what I
And-
mean? I'll start cleaning, or the dog will start doing
Right.
something, or,
So if
get
I-
hungry.
If I want to see a movie, like a good movie, I want to go to the theater because it's no distractions.
Right.
Plus, like I live maybe 10 minutes from the Kankakee Theater downtown, and it's just really it's fun to go to.
Yeah.
I love it.
I just
love
love the pageantry around it.
Right.
I mean, just the production of like you get your popcorn, you spend way too much money on that.
Mm-hmm.
Although sometimes I'll go to the Dollar Tree first, stock up on snacks.
Oh, that's what I do.
Fill up my pockets with those, and then
See, I don't like candy. I just go for the popcorn.
I'm a big.
I'm
Yeah.
eating candy
fan.
as we speak.
Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go through this.
Wanna
We'll kind of
share?
work our way up through these. All right, that's great. Yes, eating candy during a podcast, that's crunchy. Good idea, Andrea.
This is ASMR now.
Sorry.
We'll go through quickly. Animated feature: Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mirai, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I have actually seen 2 of these, both Incredibles 2 and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I've seen those 2 as well. I really wanted to see Isle of Dogs, but I heard it got mixed reviews.
Weird.
It's love or hate. It's Wes Anderson,
Wes
I think.
Anderson, yeah.
And I really like Wes Anderson movies. He did like Grand Budapest Hotel and like what's the other one?
Look at it, he is going hard already.
I'm sorry.
No, it's great.
No, it's good.
That's why we got you.
He also did the one with Bill Murray. He's
Right.
Bill Murray Steve Zissou,
I have to let me look this
the
up.
underwater. Yeah,
really
that's fine.
quick.
You look that up.
Because
Can I
mean,
go ahead and make my prediction?
I'm going to get yelled at for not knowing more Wes Anderson movies. Go ahead.
I'm going to go with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
It's going to win.
Well, I believe it should just win Best Picture altogether because I think it was the best movie made last year. But
Wow.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Isn't Beauty and the Beast the only animated movie to ever be nominated for Best Picture?
I know it was a big deal when it was nominated. I don't know.
Yeah.
They eventually
Lion
made their own
King,
category.
Wasn't it nominated
I'm
too?
honestly not sure.
I'm not
trying
either.
to think.
This is Victor and Andrea make up stuff about the movies. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, but Wes Anderson, Moonrise Kingdom, The
There you
Royal
go.
Tenenbaums,
Yeah.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. So he's done a lot of good stuff. It's always slightly like off center. It's just weird, but they're really interesting movies. So
Slightly off center.
I feel like they're love it or hate it.
right, it's very stylized.
Yeah.
So yes.
So we all agree Spider-Man Into the
Yeah,
Spider-Verse.
it's won all the precursors as well. It won the
Golden Globes.
Golden Globes. It won like the Producers Guild and the Critics' Choice. It's
And-
just a really good movie.
Oh, it's so good. You see it, Andrea.
I mean, the animation is just really,
I will.
No, you won't.
really
Let's
different.
see. When I buy it on Blu-ray, I'll let you borrow it.
Okay.
Let's
It'd
see. We
take
got
3 weeks to watch it.
I don't have a Blu-ray player.
original screenplay. I don't know how much we care about. Well, The Favorite, First Reformed, Green Book, Roma, and Vice. I still haven't
that's
seen Vice. But I
adapted
really want to.
screenplay?
Original screenplay.
Oh, okay.
This one is.
Yeah.
And you've seen.
You love The Favorite, right?
Yeah, so I've seen The Favorite, Roma, and Vice. Even Roma had like 0 dialogue in it, and so I don't know why that was nominated for that.
Which is on Netflix, so
But-
you have no excuse not to watch it.
Right. The Favorite, I'm pretty sure is going to win. The dialogue in that movie is hilarious. It's so fast paced, and it's just so clever. It's so well written.
My
So,
wife went and saw that in the theater because she's
It's a very intriguing movie.
a big fan of everyone involved and the time period too. She's a big period piece.
Right. So it's about Queen Anne and like her ladies' maids, and it. Look it up before you
I
go
like
see
the
it.
idea
Just
of it.
saying.
Yes. Your wife was surprised by some of the themes.
But yes, with some of the stuff that went on in there. But she enjoyed it. Let's see. Adapted screenplay, Ballad of Buster Scruggs, also on Netflix. But I've heard weird things about that one. It's a Joel and Ethan Coen film. I'm
Coen Brothers.
yeah. I mean, I like the Big Lebowski
I
as
don't
much as
love 'em.
everybody, but I'm not. Yeah, when people are obsessed over it, I'm kind of
Like we're Brother Arthur, that was Coen
yeah.
Brothers, right?
Yeah, that's
I
good.
love that movie.
And
Yeah,
then
that's probably my favorite.
No
of
Country
them.
for Old Men. My old roommates were obsessed with that movie, and it was fine. Let's see. Black Klansman, Can You Ever Forgive Me, If Bill Street Could Talk, and A Star Is Born.
Okay, so I'm gonna air some grievances right now.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
If Beale Street Could Talk, I thought that's my personal best picture of the year, and it made me so mad when it was not nominated for Best Picture. So
And they could have added more. They can
so
go
there
up to 10.
there are 8 Best Picture nominees, and they can go up to 10, and they just decided not to do it, and it's very disappointing. But I think the winner of this one is Can You Ever Forgive Me? It's a Melissa McCarthy movie, and it's very well done.
Okay. I'll check. Is it
Oh.
about forgery or something?
It's
Is that-
about forgery.
I wanna
Her
see that
name
one.
is Lee something. Let me Google.
True story?
Let me Google that. It's
it
based on a true story.
Okay.
But yeah, Can You Ever Forgive Me? It's Melissa McCarthy. It's based on the celebrity biographer Lee Israel, and it's about her getting caught for forging personal letters of famous people.
Ooh.
Because she was a biographer, she had access to a lot of them, so she like stole some stuff.
Oh,
It's just
wow.
it's a really interesting movie, like about someone that you've never really heard of, but it's true, and so I think it makes it a little bit more
So do
interesting.
you like her in the movie? Is she?
No, she's actually a terrible person.
Oh, you hate her in the
Yeah.
movie. That's incredible that you could ever hate Melissa.
I was gonna say,
McCarthy.
which is it's a good job acting if
Right.
if you can make
And
her.
she's hilarious, but like this is probably her best performance I've seen. Like, she's an amazing dramatic actress.
I always enjoy when comedic actors make that switch because they're usually incredible
Right.
and have such range that people would never expect. But you have to be intelligent to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that a lot of people take that for granted. It's not easy to be funny.
I mean, look how intelligent I am.
And you're not funny at all.
There you go. But no, you think about like Jim Carrey in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind,
Right.
how good that is, and that's there are funny parts in that movie, but it's not a funny movie,
Right.
but it's just very very good.
And Melissa McCarthy, like, there's like it's very, what's the word? Like acerbic?
Acerbic?
I don't know how to talk
Like a
right
biting.
now. Right. And it has some comedy to it, but it's also like, it's very, very serious.
Okay,
But yeah,
All right.
I thought
So
it
we'll
was
keep-
Angela Reichert,
so there we
actually.
go. Oh yeah.
We went on a date night.
All right, we'll ask her about it too
Yeah.
whenever when we finally get around to getting her. Let's see. Up next, we have directing. Black Klansman, Spike Lee, Spike Lee, always a favorite. Cold War, which I don't know anything about that movie.
It's Polish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It looks like a Polish name that I'm not going to attempt to butcher. The favorite, Roma and Vice.
I'm pretty certain I would bet money that it's Alfonso Cuarón for
Roma.
So Roma is about a middle-class Mexican family in the late 60s in Mexico City. It's semi-autobiographical of the director, so it's very personal, but it's all in black and white. It is a foreign film, and it's not just Spanish. It's very much of like the local dialect. And so like people who speak fluent Spanish like still have to use subtitles because they don't know what they're saying.
Wow. And it's on Netflix, so again, I plan on checking. And Alfonso Cuarón, I love it. He directed Children of Men, which is just an amazing movie, kind of near future. And then also the best Harry Potter movie. Harry Potter.
Which one?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
The Prisoner of Azkaban. Like
that's your favorite?
And that's his.
I like the Goblet of Fire.
And Roma's in all black and white, and it's just gorgeously shot.
Yeah, let me make sure.
I did not know.
Yeah, he directed the Harry Potter.
What else
and
did he direct?
The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Was it the
You're saying that weird.
Leonardo DiCaprio
Azkaban?
movie?
Is that how you say it?
Azkaban.
Azkaban. That's what I said.
Did you do The Revenant as well?
You're emphasizing. No, you're doing
You're saying
it
it wrong, and I have to talk now.
No, stay right here.
You said
The Prisoner of
Azkaban.
Azkaban.
It's
Azkaban.
Azkaban.
Oh my god, I'm
The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Stop it. No.
What?
Prisoner of
Azkaban?
Azkaban.
Azkaban.
You're putting
No,
you're,
going back.
you're putting too
Very
much emphasis on the
Emerald.
very last syllable.
Azkaban.
This is where I draw the line. I can't whisper anymore.
Azkaban.
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 There you go. Much
That-
better.
yeah.
Okay.
Just
now
like
let's stop on
flatten
a
it
high
out a little
note.
bit.
All right, well, I'm glad we figured that out.
Back in line.
Let's see what else Alfonso Cuarón
This is getting off the rails.
has. But yeah, so
I have to say something at some point because I literally have nothing to say.
Just be like,
about
oh, that's interesting.
Any of this.
Just like start like
That's what
making
I've
up
been
random
doing.
facts.
Oh
like,
my
well, I
gosh.
heard this, and I'm like, no, that's not true.
It'll be so off the wall.
sorry, I'm looking up what other movies he's.
All I really want to do is talk about Sam Elliott because I think he is so attractive.
Are you gonna watch his new movie, The Man Who Killed Hitler and is Hunting Bigfoot? That's the name of it. Something like that. It's weird.
That's
the name
That's
of
a
it?
name.
He also did Gravity, and
That's what I was thinking about.
Y Tu Mama Tambien.
Yeah. He's a great director.
Yeah.
But he's
So
definitely
that's who we're
gonna
going
win.
with.
Did
Yeah.
he do Y Tu Mama? I don't know. Sorry, it's listed because then it showed Pan's Labyrinth, and he definitely didn't do Pan's Labyrinth, but
No, I thought Pan's
yeah,
Labyrinth
he did do
was,
Alfonso Cuarón. Guillermo del Toro.
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
both Mexican
Google
directors,
just showed
but
weird
they're
stuff.
different.
Yeah. So
All right.
okay, so Roma, I need to watch that. I still want to watch Vice. I like Adam McKay is very good at taking complicated stuff
Yeah.
and making it so that you can understand it and that it's entertaining.
The
The
Big
Big Short.
Short was really good. But Vice,
I saw that.
Yeah, it's all about the housing crisis and just how
Right.
It was really
banks-
good.
But no, Vice, it's very stylized, and people that have seen it either love it or hate it. But it's a very critical look at Vice President Dick Cheney, and so.
I do want to.
But
see
it's
this
just
one, too.
really interesting, and I thought it was hilarious, just like because of the risks they take in that film. Like you can't do that in a normal film.
Sam Rockwell is amazing. You hate him?
We just jumped movies.
Yeah,
Wait,
we
I
just
thought he
did-
was in Vice.
Oh, he is. You're right. Yeah, he plays.
Oh, was he? Is he HW? No,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
is he W?
No, he's W.
Okay.
W,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nominated too. But yeah, that was good.
So I was looking up the title of that Sam Elliott movie. Yeah, The Man Who Killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot.
I'm
The
sold.
Bigfoot.
Have you not seen the trailers for it? I'll show you. Yeah, it's
Later.
about a man who assassinated Hitler and then
Well-
the government calls on him to kill Bigfoot.
I'm in.
But it's got Sam Elliott. Okay, so then we go on to actor in a supporting role.
Some good ones in this.
Mahershala Ali for Green Book,
Mm-hmm.
Adam Driver for Black Klansman, Sam Elliott for A Star Is Born, Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me, and Sam Rockwell for Vice. I know all of them, but a lot of
good
them
looks.
I know from superhero stuff because
Right.
Mahershala Ali was great in Luke Cage. Adam Driver is
Star Wars.
from Star Wars. Yes. Sam Rockwell was in Iron Man 2.
I didn't know that because I've never seen it, obviously.
Yeah. So, but anyway, all obviously interesting choices.
Yeah, I think my favorite probably Richard E. Grant and Can You Ever Forgive Me, but I've also not seen Green Book or Black Klansman, so I think it could probably either go to Mahershala Ali or Sam
I
Elliott.
feel like a lot of times that supporting role goes to
It's a
less
legacy.
well-known. It goes to less well-known actors who aren't as actors like fans of movies may know who they are, but general public are less likely to know. Like the year that everybody thought Stallone was going to win for Creed
2.
And it ended up going to what's his name for Bridge of Spies because I forgot his name.
What's his name?
That's why I think Sam Elliott might win, is because the guy that won for Bridge of Spies, he's been in like a lot of stuff, respected within the industry.
And you feel like that was kind of like
it was a reward
lifetime
for a
award
career, not a reward for a movie.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I think that's why Sam
there's
Elliott
so much
might win.
politics that goes
There's
into
so
it.
and
It is.
the
You hear the
Academy
behind-the-scenes
is
stories.
very big, and so it's hard to predict sometimes.
Yeah.
all right. So you're thinking Sam Elliott just based
Who do you
on
pick?
Lifetime?
You pick
Having
Mahershala?
having seen none of these movies, I would be down with Sam Rockwell. I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Have you ever seen the movie Moon?
No.
It's a sci-fi movie. It's done by David Bowie's son. I forget his name. Jones. That's his last name. Anyway, he there you go. Kelsey, fact checker. Kelsey's looking it up. It's a movie about a man who is on the moon. It's just him, and he's basically running a mining operation, and things start to get weird, and it's very, very good.
Wow.
Good and annoying. Duncan Jones.
Duncan Jones. There we go. Duncan Jones.
You got the last name right.
Yeah.
He's
so,
really good.
so
Also,
I'd
in
be
The Green
down.
Mile, I think a lot of people would know him from that as the
yeah.
horrible,
As the
horrible.
crazy man.
Yes.
He likes to dance. He does a lot of dancing in his
He's a
movies.
great dancer.
There, he sure is. All right, so there we go. So Sam Elliott or
I'm going to pick someone because I have to. I'm going to go with Sam Elliott
well, you just
Yeah.
love Sam Elliott
for the mustache.
There you go. You just
And didn't Mahershala Ali just win like a year
Oh,
or two
Mahershala
ago?
is
For Moonlight.
And the
as well.
Academy, there's a trend where if you've recently won,
You won't win again.
they don't like to reward. They want to reward somebody else.
Well, I like that.
which is
Yeah.
good
I'm like,
because
spread it
you watch
out.
the Emmys and you see like
The same.
you see
Julie
V.
Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Okay,
see we
do
went
not
over and over and
speak
over.
ill
and
of
it's
me.
like,
I love
I
her.
will fight for Julie Louis-Dreyfus.
It's a great show, but I mean, how many
Seinfeld's my
times do you
favorite.
just get tired of the same people winning
It's
over and
won
over?
like 6 times in a row, or she
yeah,
has.
it's like, come on, give it to somebody else.
It's a good freaking show.
I appreciate the self-editing
Good
there.
catch.
Okay, let's see. Actress in a supporting role:
Oh, this is my jam.
Amy Adams in Vice, Marina de Tavira in Roma,
Surprise nomination there.
Regina King in If Beale Street Could Talk, Emma Stone in The Favorite, and Rachel Weisz in The Favorite.
So I've seen every one of these.
Okay, so you are well informed on all of these.
Yes.
I
know
am
who
a
I'm
big
gonna
fan
pick.
of Rachel Weisz just from The Mummy.
Yes!
Love all that
She
stuff.
was the librarian.
Yes. Emma Stone was great
She's
in
awesome.
She's great in
too.
everything.
all the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Emma Stone was the only American actress or American actor at all in that movie.
Oh,
And her British
interesting.
accent was
Think about
not
that.
bad.
Yeah. All right. In the Favorite, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
So-
So, if you had to pick one,
I'm going
oh,
Go ahead.
Yeah,
just
you-
because it'll make more sense whenever you guys actually explain why you're picking people.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Regina King because she's just, I wish I could curse, but such a bad fill in the blank. I love her.
fill it in with whatever you want. There.
Yes, she's bad in a good way.
She's the front runner.
Yeah.
Really?
She I will be shocked if she does.
Well, especially
not win.
considering you said you were kind of upset that if Beale Street Could Talk wasn't nominated, this is kind of a chance
Right.
for the movie to get some
Right,
awards.
and they do that too. But her performance is just very emotional. Like, she's not on camera that much, as supporting actress, but she's the ground of like the basis of that movie. Really, she plays a mom of a teenage girl who's pregnant, and the daughter's fiance / boyfriend is in jail for a crime he didn't commit, and so she really brings everyone together. It's a good movie. So
Kelsey, I have a fact check for you.
On it.
I want to know who has won, either Best Actor, Best Actress with the least amount of screen time, because I always think that's really interesting. It might be Helen Mirren or Judi Dench.
Judi Dench for, I think, Mrs. Brown.
I think it might be, because I always think that's interesting when you can win Best whatever
Yeah.
and be in it for like 2 minutes of the movie.
One
It's
of
incredible.
I know one of the shortest nominations that's ever happened was for Doubt. It was 2008, I think. Viola Davis.
Mm-hmm.
She was on screen legit for one scene,
Wow.
and it was incredible.
And got nominated.
And got nominated. And I wish she would have won, but it was
Okay.
quite a performance. But the rest of them, Amy Adams. Amy Adams is going to be one of the most nominated actresses to never win. This is her
Glenn
sixth.
Close.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that
is
in a
number
second.
one.
But Amy Adams, this is her sixth nomination, and she's never won. And I think she's phenomenal. she's good in Vice. I don't think it's her best performance, but a lot of people wanting to see her win because she has a really good career. And then Marina del Tavira, that was a surprise nomination, which I think bodes well for Roma for Best Picture, because if you pick up like random nominations, that means the Academy likes you. And then Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz were just both amazing in The Favorite.
They'll probably split the vote there. I mean, at that point,
That's a problem. I think Rachel Weisz probably had a better character than Emma Stone, but both of it's great acting.
All right, Kelsey's got it.
Oh.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Sure, bring that in.
Okay, Beatrice Straight won Best Supporting Actress for Network. She was in it for 5 minutes. And then
I remember that.
Judi Dench, 8 minutes for Shakespeare in Love.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what it was.
I knew she played a queen.
I did too. I was like, I remember the white face,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Amy Adams, also from Arrival. Have you seen that?
Well, people
It
are
is
still upset
fantastic.
that she did not get nominated for
Yeah,
that.
I think
it was
so-
just a fantastic performance and just a heartbreaking role, and just
Yeah.
you should watch that. It's a great sci-fi movie.
That's
I will.
That's a mind-blowing movie.
yeah.
I mean, you
It
have to
definitely-
take some
the less you know,
comfort
the better. But
knowing
should
that
watch Arrival.
you have been nominated so many times. Like, that's such a
Right.
boost for your ego. But then to never win,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like,
And she's still young, so I mean,
she's got plenty of time.
think
And
Meryl's-
that might be the year, like she'll win for something that wasn't her best
see,
performance.
that's the thing is I don't like when that
I don't
happens though,
either.
because I think you should award the performance. And but I think I forgot what it's called. She has another movie coming out that's already getting a lot of buzz for next Oscars, and people think it's like
This is it.
yeah,
This is gonna be it.
It's a Glenn Close type thing. So we
Right.
should do Best Actress.
All right, so now we go to actress in a leading role, Yalitza Aparicio. Man, I'm butchering that.
Beautiful.
For Roma. Glenn Close for The Wife. Olivia Colman, The Favorite. Lady Gaga in A Star Is Born, and Melissa McCarthy from Can You Ever Forgive Me?
I've also seen all of these.
All right, so you're well versed on all of these. What is your pick?
Glenn Close. I love Glenn Close. Everything she's done, from like Albert Nobbs or like Fatal Attraction.
She was one of the pirates in Hook. She was great in that.
True.
Oh my gosh.
But
we have all the random.
Random. I have
Yeah.
the useless knowledge.
Right.
I think this is her 7th Oscar nomination, and she's never won. So she's the most nominated performer to have never won as of now.
Olivia
Yes.
Colman, also great in Hot Fuzz.
I've never seen that.
Oh my gosh.
Hot
She's
Fuzz?
also-
With Simon Pegg. Oh man. Okay.
She's also the upcoming Queen Elizabeth II in the new season of The Crown.
Oh really?
Yes, so she's going from Queen Anne to Queen Elizabeth II, QE2.
So
nice.
I listened to a podcast. I don't remember if she was a guest on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me
She's
or
hilarious,
Ask Me
though.
Another. It was one of those
Just probably ask me another because I haven't.
Glenn Close.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No, Glenn
I thought you were
Close.
talking about
So
Olivia.
she was talking about, she kind of wants. I think she's actually tied from the information I got in that podcast.
okay.
She is tied for the most
Fact check this.
nominations without a win. And
most nominations.
she
without a win.
said she kind of wants to just hold the title.
Yeah. And she,
Like she's like, if you don't win, then
Yeah.
at least I get that. She wins
Susan
either way.
Lucci, yeah.
yeah, I mean, and she's
Oh, Susan Lucci.
and her vibe is like a less well-known Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
like she's a very like highbrow actress. She does even though she was in 101 Dalmatians. Let's not forget about that.
Oh yes, Cruella de Vil.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
but she's like done really like good, just like film. Like even though it's not very well known, but so everyone, I think she's going to win.
Right.
Because again, like she's won all the precursors. She's won the Golden Globe, the SAG Award, the Critics' Choice Award, the like all of those.
She's won everything.
What is the story of The Wife? Or what's the plot of that?
So I
literally only know the title and that she was nominated.
Right. So it's about Glenn Close as the wife, obviously, and about her husband, and he is a writer, and so he wins like the Nobel Prize for Literature, and so they go to Europe to accept the award. But it's a story about how she is I would try not to give it away.
She's the brains of the operation.
She's the brains of the operation, and it's about her always being in the background, and then she's finally like, I've had enough. Like,
right.
I'm not being in the background anymore. I don't want to be the
Ooh, I
wife.
like.
I want to be the equal in this relationship.
All right.
And
Sounds
so, It's good.
And then Lady Gaga in A Star Is Born.
She's fabulous.
Is she going to continue acting, or is this more of just because it's a role
It's the perfect
playing?
role for
yeah,
her.
playing a
Right.
musician.
Well, I was watching like a round table because I am a huge nerd, and she said that she wanted to be an actress before she ever wanted to be a singer.
And she's done other stuff. This isn't the only thing she's acted in.
And so now that she's got her break, I think she's going to start doing more
She's
stuff.
very dramatic.
And I mean, and fun fact, one of Glenn Close's first nominations, I forgot what movie it was, but she lost to Cher in Moonstruck.
Oh.
And so are they like, well, is a pop
gonna
star going
happen
to
It
be
could
Yeah.
out?
happen again.
Yeah.
I can see it happening. I really can.
Well, I just think that they're going to reward Glenn Close for being that respected actress. Like Lady Gaga is phenomenal, and I wouldn't be mad if she won. I'd be a little bummed, but she was great.
Looking at this list, just all of these stories, I think I'd be happy with it because the
Olivia Colman is
Yeah,
great. It's
yeah.
like you should just go look up the trailer and try not to laugh.
and Yalitza. There's a video of her finding out that she got nominated. It's somebody. It's so sweet.
yeah.
You see that, and you're just like, oh, I want her to win now, even though I haven't seen the movie. But
And she is the servant in Roma. So and because the director Alfonso Cuarón, it was like a love letter to like the people that helped raise him, like not necessarily like his parents, but like the people that were around him the most. And her story is just heartbreaking. And like she just does a great job, and she doesn't talk a lot on screen, but it's just her
Just emotions.
emotion it shines through. And then Melissa McCarthy, I think was great, and Can You Ever Forgive Me? So honestly, would be fine with anybody to win, but I really do want Glenn Close.
okay, there you go. You have any favorites, Andrea?
I think it's going to be Glenn Close.
Good job. There we go. All right.
Like I say, I can totally see though that would be so interesting. The whole Cher and Lady Gaga beat her. You know what I mean? Like, and
Can
I
you
can
look that up,
see it.
Kelsey? When Cher won for Moonstruck, what Glenn Close was nominated for?
Quit playing Quasi Cupcakes.
It's Toon Blast.
Oh, sorry, Toon Blast.
What's it called? What is it?
All right.
Moonstruck.
And now we go to
Best Picture?
no actor in a leading role.
Oh, okay.
Christian Bale for his portrayal of Vice President Dick Cheney in Vice. Bradley Cooper for the drunk in A Star Is Born.
Mm-hmm.
Willem Dafoe at Eternity's Gate. I don't know the story behind that one.
I don't either.
Isn't he? He
Do you-
plays.
Do you know something that I don't know?
Do you know something?
About movies?
Wait, he's an artist. Very. Isn't it Picasso or who does he play?
Yes,
I'll say-
Vincent Van Gogh. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Oh my God.
There you go.
I got one.
You knew it, Andrea.
I
Not
saw-
that, not
I
that
saw
like you
something
don't
on
know
Sunday
anything.
morning.
It's just that
You knew something.
it's just that I was surprised that you knew about this.
Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, and Viggo Mortensen for Green Book. Although the interesting thing about this, these are all almost all of the, two of these they're playing real life people.
Yeah.
One of them is a character that's been played before. Well, actually, three of them are real life people. They're playing people who really existed. One of them is a character that's been played before, and then another one is an adaptation of a book. So it's just kind of interesting.
Yeah. I'm less well versed in this one. I think it's going to go to Rami Malek.
You think so? Just because he inhabited that character so
Yeah,
much, and people
and
just
if you look at the trend, and I spend way too much time on learning, just like looking up random Oscar facts. I don't have a lot.
paying off for us today.
Yeah, that's why we have you here.
But the Academy likes biopics for acting awards, and so
Is it biopics or biopics?
are you
I think it's
kidding me?
biopics.
Well,
And
you all
Kelsey
got
has a
on to do
very
with Ask
concerned
Man.
face agreeing with me. She's offended
I
by
listened to
your
another
question.
podcast where somebody kept saying biopics, and then on the message boards they kept going for it.
No.
And so, anyway,
You know,
sorry. So people they really like the biopics.
Yeah, and
Well,
so
it's really hard because they're people that you're
really hard to
familiar with.
get
So
Yeah.
it's hard to
And-
to buy into something.
And I have not seen Bohemian Rhapsody. I have some personal qualms with it, but everyone that's seen it loves it. It's a real crowd pleaser.
I've seen a side by side of one of the performances from Rami and Freddie Mercury,
The one
and
at
I
Live Aid.
mean, it's incredible how perfect he is. I mean, I don't know how he did it. Every single motion. I mean, you can almost lay it on top of each other and you couldn't see a difference.
Yeah. So I don't think Bradley Cooper has a chance. They were really, because for Oscars you campaign, like you
Put
spend
out
money,
ads,
you
you put
put
out
out
billboards.
ads, and like you have to go hard for it.
And he hasn't.
Well, they campaigned hard for him to be nominated for Best Director, and he wasn't. And so this was like a consolation prize,
He
But
didn't
that's not
want
what he
it.
wanted.
but he didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Because he directed that movie.
I knew that.
But Willem Dafoe, he's really respected in Hollywood. He's kind of like a character actor. I think this maybe he's been nominated several times, but I think this is one of his first and best actor. And Viggo Mortensen, Green Book is getting a lot of traction, but it's kind of slowed down because of some politics behind the movie. So I would say probably, Rami Malek wins that pretty easily.
A lot of superhero connections here as well. Christian Bale. Maybe not the best Batman. Very good Batman. I'm still a big fan of Michael Keaton. Bradley Cooper, the voice of Rocket Raccoon.
I didn't know that. Willem Dafoe, I know he's a bad guy.
Yeah, he's the Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man movie.
I knew that.
I don't think Rami Malek, but Viggo Mortensen was Aragorn in
Lord of the
Rings.
Yes.
Basically a superhero. I mean, let's be...
He was.
honest.
He absolutely was.
So
I mean,
go.
Christian Bale as Dick Cheney is insane.
It's the lengths he goes to for his body. Losing weight, gaining weight, putting on muscle.
I don't know how he does
It's
it.
not healthy. He's talked about that.
Right.
It's not
bad
healthy.
for
The
Of
him.
course it's
transformation
not.
Christian Bale had for that role is
Insane.
like you don't know it's him. He looks ridiculously like Dick Cheney.
Right.
It's scary.
It really is. So I mean, he's gotta have a chance, right? Or no? You
I
don't
think
so?
he's a solid runner-up.
You think?
I think
Oh,
So Willem Dafoe, your pick, which I love Willem Dafoe, so I'm kind of happy to watch.
Yeah.
He was also great in Boondock Saints, classic '90s bro movie. Every guy I know had that poster up on their wall, and then I even knew some people who had cool tattoos. The Boondock Saints.
Well,
Here we go.
I have a fun fact real quick.
Okay,
So
fun
yeah,
fact.
back to the Moonstruck when Cher won her Oscar. Also just saw Cher
oh,
When she was in
so
Louisville?
jealous.
when she was in Louisville.
Oh,
If
So
I could turn back
jealous.
time, I'd take you all with me.
Back
If I
time.
could
I had to take like 2 days off.
Oh, you do a really good share.
I can do really good share.
Yeah.
You should be Cher for Halloween. one
She
day.
is an icon.
Love it. I don't have the body.
She's like 72,
I don't
73.
still.
Do you
I
have the
don't
body of a
bo-
73-year-old?
No, I
And
don't. I wish.
She wore the same bodysuit that she wore for her If I Could Turn Back Time video. I'm like, what?
All right.
No, she's
Yeah,
amazing.
but
Keeping it together.
she won her Oscar for Moonstruck, and that was when Glenn Close and nominated for Fatal Attraction, Holly Hunter for Broadcast News, good movie,
oh, I love that movie.
and Meryl Streep for Ironweed. And so Cher beat out Glenn, Meryl, and Holly Hunter that year.
It's pretty big.
that really is.
Is it bad that I've never seen Broadcast News?
It's really good. I have it.
I just know
I'll
the
bring
scene
it.
where he's like, I'm
She's
mad as
like-
hell, and I'm never going to, or I'm
She's
not
like
gonna
running
I'm
through
making
the.
that up. All right.
That's like the most true thing I've ever seen is like her running through the studio, like trying to get video to air,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like having to like jump over random stuff and like try not to get hit. It's really funny.
And the guy's sweating profusely.
I remember that back in the day, editing video, that my story would literally be on a disc, and I'd have to pop it out and run it and be like, all right, we got it
really
in
are
just to make
old,
slot. I know,
Victor.
that's how old I am.
I've never had to do that,
I'm
but
kidding.
it's like
I've never had to do that either.
when you're like trying to get breaking news in, and like Shelby, like our executive producer, like we're trying to like run to the booth just like because like phones don't work apparently
Right.
sometimes.
And now you're editing at your desk and you're hitting send and you're just hoping that it goes faster.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
All right, now we go to Best Picture.
Here we go.
Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice. I've only seen one of those. I bet you
Black
can guess
Panther.
which one that is.
So I've seen Black Panther, The Favorite, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice. So I've seen the majority of them.
And so obviously you said your favorite of the year, if Bill Street Could Talk, not nominated.
Right.
But so then what is your,
well,
of those on the list?
Let's talk about Bill Street
Okay,
again.
let's go.
I mean, please see it. It's a great movie. It's very good, and it's a really interesting social commentary as well. But when I got done with that movie, I was like, "That's Best Picture. That's gonna win." Not
And then it
nominated.
wasn't even
I was
nominated.
so mad. Out of all of these, I think Roma is going to win. I hope Roma is going to win. I wouldn't be mad if Black Panther won at all, and I wouldn't be mad if The Favorite won, but it won't. I would be upset if Green Book won.
Okay.
Why?
We're gonna go here,
We don't have to. Essentially, it's people telling other people's stories.
right?
That's kind of the best
Okay,
way to
I
put
get
it.
what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I
And
get
so
it.
it's so.
And
And if you don't know what Green Book is, it was basically kind of a guide for African Americans who were traveling of
Right.
places that were welcoming to
Right.
Black people back
Right.
in the day.
Yeah.
So, which I thought was I didn't know that before the movie came out. Again, I saw
on Sunday morning.
on
that was a
Sunday
good
morning.
one.
I learned a lot
Jeez.
on Sunday morning, but
I want Jane Pauley to
thought
be
that
my
was-
best friend.
oh,
I still really want to see Black
Good
Klansman.
morning.
I haven't seen that
I'm
yet.
Jane
That's on my.
Pauley, and this
It's
is Sunday morning.
Here are the
I
headlines
love
for.
her.
That's a good one. Good. Let's see.
But I need to see Black Klansman for sure.
I think Black Panther's going to win.
I don't
No.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I think it's too popular. I think. Like,
I think it could.
Which I think annoys a lot of people. They're like, why can't you nominate, or why can't a movie that everyone loves
That's one of the
win?
reasons they expanded the field from, what was it, 5 before to 10, so that they could start.
It was because of Lord of the
Including.
Rings.
They wanted
too,
to start
right?
nominating more popular movies.
So good.
Basically, to somewhere people would care, because
Yeah.
for the vast majority of the public, you say like, "Oh, have
They're
you
very
seen
obscure,
Roma or
yeah.
The Favorite?" And they go, "What?"
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Roma is very.
Like, sorry, I'm too busy watching Fast and Furious Part 7.
Oh gosh.
Well, and
The good movies.
and this year,
Fast 5 still best movie of that series.
Oh,
anyway,
my gosh.
sorry, continue.
and this year was supposed to be the year they started doing the popular Best Picture.
Right, and that got
And they
shut
nixed
down.
that. Like that, everyone was like, every like movie person was like, that is.
It was just a bad idea, because
Horrible.
then suddenly it's like, well, you're nominated as popular Best Picture. It's like, well, why can't I just be Best Picture?
Or both, right?
Yeah.
Right, that is kind of
And
that's
so,
a great idea.
I mean, the Academy does have a problem with. They nominate a lot of the more unseen movies because they're try to be more artistic, but like Black Panther was incredible.
But it's also good for people's careers and it's also good for these great movies that people haven't heard of. Like, it really will kind of propel them to notoriety, to the
Right.
fact like they'll
It's
get more
just-
opportunity.
There are a lot of movies on these lists that if you go in too sleepy, you might
They're
just.
You're not gonna
slow.
make it.
Right.
So Black Panther's not that case though. That's
Right.
Yeah, but they're. I think they're all good stories about.
Kelsey, are you raising your hand to
people.
talk?
I have a question.
Okay, you're allowed to come up to the microphone.
Are the Oscars and the Academy Awards the same thing?
Yeah.
Aw. And we
why-
end it there.
This is why I'm not allowed to talk.
Yes, the Oscars and the Academy Awards are the same thing.
Well,
One
you
is
kept
slang
saying
for the other.
Academy, and I don't understand.
Well, an Oscar is. The
I'm
Oscar's
sure you're not
the
the only
trophy.
person.
That's the name of the physical
The
award.
Naked Gold Man.
But it has gone on to just be they just say the Oscars, and that means the Academy Awards.
Like I
also.
think that's what they go by
Yeah.
more often. Like, honestly.
Andrea, now you look smart.
Yay!
Well, I feel like that's a good place to end it. So
Best Picture Roma.
Roma, okay.
Yeah.
When is the show?
It'll be when you're listening. If you're listening to this on Wednesday, when the show comes out, the Oscars are this Sunday.
All right.
So
Very
yeah,
nice.
yeah. So there we go,
Let's see if
everybody.
our picks are right.
I feel much more invested. After
Now
this
you
podcast.
are.
I
That's
might
the
actually
point.
watch.
You are ready now to watch the Oscars because
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times you're like, well, I haven't watched all these movies, but now you know about them. You know what's going on, and you've
Well,
got
that's-
some skin in the game.
Right.
I like it.
No, you've
And
done a good
plus-
job here.
Lady Gaga, just watch it to see what she's gonna wear.
There we
True.
go.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you feel educated. So there we go. Now we know who we're picking for, or who we're rooting for, who we're picking, whatever.
I think we're
Words
all
are
more
hard.
invested in the show this Sunday, no doubt about it.
I definitely, I mean, essentially, if it's somebody who was in a superhero movie, I'm probably cheering for him. And although I was a little surprised he had never seen Hot Fuzz. Have you seen Hot Fuzz?
No, but I know what it is.
Yeah, same guys who did Shaun of the Dead. Big fan of all their stuff. So
And I love Kelsey right at the end, coming in
there
hot.
you go, just coming in hot.
Wait, so
The Oscars and the Academy Awards.
I mean, everyone's asked themselves that question at some point.
you had to learn it at some point. That's true. Some of us learned it when we were younger. Kelsey learned it today.
I know. I was today years old when I found
Exactly.
out.
We just got to witness it happen.
Right. It was cute. I liked that. All right. So, fun episode. I enjoyed it. And I have a lot of movies that I want to see now. So
Same way. I'm glad Roma's on Netflix. Mm-hmm. Black Panther is also on Netflix.
It is?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that either.
should
Isn't that
watch it.
horrible? I mean, I really haven't seen anything.
It's great. It's a really, really good movie.
All right.
Michael
So,
B. Jordan's excellent in it. Okay.
you ready for your favorite things?
You go first. I'm very interested.
Oh, okay. It's not that exciting or
Okay.
probably that, I don't know. I think it's well known enough, but in case you haven't tried it, I went to Ethereal Brewing for the first time.
Oh, yeah?
Really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Is that the one over in the distillery district?
yes. And the
Yes.
distillery district itself is just really
fantastic.
nice. Yeah. It's a good thing for Lexington, no doubt about it. And I still
Crowded.
want to go to the Burl. I want to go with you,
haven't
I
been
think
either.
maybe.
The arcade bar?
Yes, that's what I want to go
haven't
do.
been in there yet, and I really want to. Okay,
Okay.
we'll plan it. Now that I have weekends off,
Yes.
we'll find a
this
babysitter.
is how we're going to
We'll all go.
celebrate.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
I'm excited about that. Okay.
All right,
good.
so that was quick and easy, but
No, that's fine. I like Ethereal because you can go to Goodfellas next door, grab a
Right,
slice pizza.
Crank and Boom.
Yeah. Oh, Crank and Boom, so good.
you can do everything.
Salted bourbon caramel ice cream.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. And
Yes.
then they've also got a blueberry lemon ice cream, I think.
That sounds good. They're all good.
Yeah. So, okay, that's a good recommendation there. My recommendation is a new album that came out.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's Michael Bolton, A Symphony of Hits. It's his greatest hits with a 62-piece symphony.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, does it have the movie or the song from the movie Hercules?
I don't know. I can check and see what
Hold
the
on.
playlist is. I mean, I'm already opening up about liking Michael Bolton. I don't know what.
I love Michael Bolton. He just sings with so much emotion. When a man loves a woman, ugh.
Well,
I love it.
Again, this grows up, just being part of a single parent household. Is my mom was a big Michael Bolton fan, and as a result, I became a Michael Bolton fan. Let's see. The list on here is Said I Loved You But I Lied, When a Man Loves a Woman, Soul Provider, Time, Love, and Tenderness, one of my favorites. To Love Somebody, How Can We Be Lovers? A lot of love on here.
Is this how Vera
Steel
was
Bars.
made?
Yeah, somebody put on some. So no, I don't think the song from Hercules is on there.
What?
But a lot of other good songs on there, all to the tune.
I'm going to look up the name of that
Symphony.
song just because I need to know now.
Okay, we're doing some fact checking real quickly.
Michael Bolton, Hercules.
To Go the Distance. I just looked it up.
I have often dreamed
You really like that song.
of a far-off place. That's a very underrated, underappreciated Disney movie. Hercules was great.
Yeah, no.
Loved that movie.
Hades, big Hades fan.
Yes, such a good movie.
Yeah.
It's another one of my favorite things.
All right, there you go. So the movie Hercules, Michael
If
Bolton,
you haven't seen it,
and Ethereal Brewing. Those are some of our favorite things this
there
week.
you go.
Thank you all so much for listening.
Bye.